Okay, there are only three certainties in life: death, taxes and waste. And how we deal with our waste as residents determines how much tax we pay in our council tax. And unfortunately, the consequences of not dealing with our waste sensibly have an effect on climate change, which means that there are certain people in other parts of the world who are really suffering. Two years ago, Brent Council spent £6.2 million on landfill tax. And last year, they spent £9 million on landfill tax. That's because we, as residents, chose to send our waste to landfill rather than to recycle it. As a result, Brent Council have come up with a new waste strategy, due to be implemented in October 2011. So for the past week, my family and I, we've been living as if we were in the new waste strategy. Now, I'll just go through what we do at present. This is our landfill bin, okay, where we put everything that we can't recycle. This is landfill for a week. And also, the only plastics Brent can take at the moment is plastic bottles. This is all other plastics that goes in there. The organic collection, it takes our food waste. I collect our food waste in cereal boxes, so that's our food waste for the week. And also all cardboard. The green box collection, they take all plastic bottles, paper, bottles, cans, etc. They don't currently doorstep collect liquid cartonboard. I take this to Wilson Green Library Centre. Okay, and then that goes in the green box. Okay, the new waste collection. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Reuse of clothes. The new waste collection. The organic bin will stay the same, garden waste and food waste, but not cardboard. Okay. Landfill, they'll take plastic, so we'll have a new wheelie bin called dry recyclable. So all our other plastics will go in there. This will stay at the side to be used. Close them. The contents of the green bit boxes will get emptied into here, along with the paper, along with all the card, and also with all the liquid carton board will go in there. Okay? So I've done the figures for the new waste collection. Under the old system, green box 7.9 kilograms, reuse 1.8 kilograms, organic bin 5.7 kilograms, residual waste going to landfill 1.2 kilograms. Okay, my total waste was 16.6 kilograms, so my recycling rate is 93%. The liquid carton board don't go in the equation because that's not being taken away from my property. I take it to a bin bank. Living under the new system, my dry recyclables increases because I have that bag of plastics, which normally I send to landfill, and the liquid carton board. So my recyclables has gone up to 9 kilograms. Reuse, bag of clothes, still the same, 1.8 kilograms. Organic bin, now I've cheated a bit because really I should have swapped the cardboard from my organic bin to dry recyclables, but it's all in the same part of the equation, it didn't really make any difference to my recycling rate. So my residual waste has halved because of the plastics going into the recyclables. Okay. So my total waste is 17.1 kilograms. So my recycling rate has gone up from 93% to 96%. Now obviously, my family is not the target audience for the new waste system, because you wouldn't go to all the time, trouble and expense of bringing a whole new system to raise my recycling rate by 3%. The problem is getting residents to recycle in the first place. And what I don't think what residents realise, that diverting from landfill to recycling will save Brent millions upon millions of pounds. If everyone recycled at this rate, they'd save, what, £7–8 million a year? Brent wouldn't be closing libraries, they'd be opening new ones. So this is all about changing the behaviour of residents. But something I've realised quite recently is often it's got a lot to do with lifestyle. In our house there are 8 people, 5 adults, 3 children. I cook all the food from raw ingredients. We avoid buying processed foods, we don't buy ready meals. Okay? And we eat together and no food is wasted. But this isn't the case in a house similar to ours, which will be split into 8 bed sits where 8 adults are living. So they live completely independently, they shop independently, they cook independently, and they dispose of their waste completely independently. I mean, I've seen certain properties in Brent, the lid of the landfill bin is completely full, right to the top. Because what's happening in the new waste system is that the landfill bin will be collected 1 week and the dry recyclables another. So effectively your landfill is only collected every fortnight. And my big concern about this new system is for those at the sharp end. That's the staff who are going to have to deal with the sharp tongues of residents who can't understand why their waste isn't being collected. So I really hope that this film has sort of given you an insight in what is going to happen in the future, and whether really it's time for us residents to change our behaviour.